This is my Road to Rank 1 series, where I take a brand new account and bring it all the way to Rank 1 in the world. Last season, I was able to make it all the way to Rank 4 in the world, but I couldn't get to Rank 1. So I'm going to be trying one more time this season to get all the way to Rank 1 in the world. Hope you enjoy.
Okay, so I'm playing in the second position on this board over here. I think first position immediately takes a 5-8-10. Second position probably takes 4-8-10 here. And this is pretty standard. We take the 4-8-10. Placements are relatively easy. Is there anything else to consider before I lock this down? I don't think so. You have to take this because it's the wheat port, or wheat together is just too strong. And now, as third position, you probably have to take 6-4 3-point left with the super strong expansion spot to the 8-3. And now as fourth position, you take 5-9-10 probably. Plus, maybe, where's the wood port? Maybe you just got to double down on the wood port and do something like 5-9-10, 6-5-12. And just double down. Okay, 5 and 10 is not the worst thing in the world, since you do get wood bricks, and I think that this is actually pretty good. Yeah, this makes sense to me. The biggest thing with the 5-9-10 though is there's not really great ports. Like the brick port kind of sucks. But if you do take the 5-9-10, I think the golden money move is to actually plow all the way to the wheat port. That's like the golden money move. And knowing that in mind, I had to defend this 8 wheat from getting myself plowed. Now, I think green here is probably like, what do they take now? They can probably play a sheep port idea. That's not the worst thing in the world. I could see a world where they take, like 6-4-3, 6-5-12. 6-4-3 or 5-6-12 is actually not that bad. You get this 8-3 expansion spot, you double it up in the 6, you road settle to 9-12. It's not bad at all. Actually, I think it's pretty playable. I mean, what else do you do on this board? I mean, you can do like a 6-5-12, 6-9-3. That's actually not a bad move either. And then you can also build your way all the way to the 8-3. Or the other idea is 6-5-12, 6-9-3, point your road left. And there's an off chance that the 2-9-10 is open, depending on how, black places. And if you do that, that's really great if you can get the expansion spot. But it's, I think it's more unlikely. But if you do get it, you can also build to the 5-2. Or you can simply just do, 5-6-12, 9-12, 6-2, and then 5-2. And then the 2 can roll a few times inside the game, and that's enough wheat to sustain you. Okay? I decided to do this idea. That makes sense too. That's not a bad move either. This allows them to play road. So I like this move since it builds here, builds here. Makes sense. It's also like a very balanced move. And if I can get the 6-4-3, like this is really, really strong of a position for me. I wonder what black takes here. I think black probably takes... okay. 9-4-3 makes sense. He wants to build to the 8-3. This is such a money spot for me. This is like a money spot. As soon as you upgrade this, then you're cooking. The biggest thing is I'm very afraid to get plowed. And then red also gets a money position too. 6-9-2 point right. That's pretty good. I think my setup might be slightly better, but also I have some weaknesses while red doesn't have as many weaknesses. Red is basically, it's really hard to block them. Like I might be able to block the 9 sheep, but even if the 9 sheep is blocked, they can still city up very quickly, which, helps them become a monster. But my weakness is the 8 wheat, and the support war also gets blocked. But the biggest thing is that black's going to road settle here, and this 8 wheat starts getting pounded. There is a backdoor chance I can actually road settle to 8-3. And if I can get that opportunity, I will. But, this is going to be pretty hard overall. I'm starting with double sheep, which is not the greatest. So my first priority is to upgrade the 8-4-10. And in terms of where I block, probably the 9 sheep, I think, right now. But also, you could see a very strong case of blocking this spot, actually. Because I think red's doing super good in the game. But maybe that's too much. It's like, I'm bullying him way too much. I could also threaten... Oh, there's no time to extort. It took more time at the very beginning to think about who do I want to extort in this spot. I mean, I could also threaten to break green's road here. But I think that's a little bit too much bullying that's not needed. Okay, get the wood. That's pretty bad since I don't really care too much about the wood. And so the other idea is I could rob from green right there, try to break their road, but I think they're not doing that strong yet. They do have a decent game though. I mean, they have certainly a pretty strong game. 8-3, 9-12, 4-5-11. These are all great expansion spots. Okay. Probably get blocked in the 6 sheep or the 10 wheat. Both of these are good. But the thing is the 6 sheep feels kind of useless just because everyone's got so much sheep in hand. But you could use that same argument with my thing since I wanted to be a little bit more diplomatic. Okay, steals from green here to break the road, which makes sense since I think he wants to try to, win the 4-5-11. Okay, so that means he probably got a sheep stolen. There's also argument to jack from green since I want to win the 8-3, but that's not the spot I really care about. I mean, if I can road building here, that's amazing, obviously, but I think the chances of that are pretty low. Bunch of extra wood kind of sucks since the wood is garbage in my hand and it's also garbage in red's hand. Like, the wood is just garbage in general. Okay. There's the wheat now, finally. And my first priority is just definitely to upgrade the 5-8-10. Or for wood sheep. This is a dev card for red. Nicely done. And you trade it with green. Wood sheep. I mean, yeah, it makes sense why green would want that. Wood sheep for ore. I should have considered trying to do that myself. I think you actually got to hold here just because the city is so damn valuable, right? But do you ever pop because you're at 7 cards? I think it's better to be more efficient, especially when I'm blocked. I think it's fine to do this. Okay, there we go. Mono. That's pretty good for me. I'm still not sure in general. Even though I did get a mono, I'm not sure if that's the right call though. Since the thing is, like, the 4-10 city is just so big and important for me. So yeah, 10 wheat now. And how would I start playing with this mono? 10 wood, okay. What adjustments do I need to make? I think this is a spot where I actually want to try to mono a bunch of wheat, actually. I also have 0 too. Yeah, I think I'd just be quiet, let him steal this. But he probably jacks from me. He probably should steal from me for the ore. Okay. I think in that spot, he should be stealing from me and from the ore. Yeah, so I think I might make the adjustment to actually upgrade this to have more sheep ore. So when I mono the wheat, that feels too weird. I don't think it should do that. I don't think it should do that. I'm at 6 cards now. Do you ever hold here? No, because with the mono, it's just how you play it. It should pop early, I think. Night card, yeah. With the mono, I can always get the city later. Okay, 4-1 for a wheat. This is their settlement here. Red's still doing their own thing. 5 bricks. Do I ever jack from green here? And they actually have a pretty good game themselves. I gotta extort green here. I'm gonna do this. Otherwise, I'm gonna block and jack from green since he's got all the goodies I need. Oh, ooh, this is a move. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Play this. Green's a little angry here. They've just got the best cards in hand, unfortunately. And the black's at 8 points here. I'm just gonna rob green. I got the wood. Never lucky, dude. Never lucky. The good news is that he probably wants to trade with me again for the wood since he needs that. I don't think I 4-1 in that spot. And I don't want to rob from black since he's at 8 cards. Okay, 6 rolls again. Let's say, I'll apologize now. I'm sorry, you have all... I just have to apologize. Okay. I could jack him again. Let's not. Yeah, I think this is fine to dump this. I could do something like this. Yeah, I don't mind keeping one of these. Since I do want the wood to trade. And red has all the wheat, sheep in hand. So I think I would do this. Yeah, red has all the ore in hand. So I want to jack from them and really punish them a little bit. I did want it to block the 10 wheat since I think it's a little bit more effective. But I don't want to piss off green since I don't want to get solo blocked the entire game. Useless wood. Trashy for me. Not much I can do. Cool. Over 8 again. Not the best feeling. Just got to dodge and hold here. Okay, wood for a ore. It's typically not a bad trade for me, but I've got so much ore in hand. Wait, let's do it because it allows me to 4-1, and also I'm concerned about other people taking it. But at the same time, and also I kind of want him to settle here just because there's even more wheat on the board now. The rob's gonna go bounce between the 8s. This is just ugly. Now position is really gonna stagnate. This is not good, and red's doing really well now. 8, okay, I 4-1. You still, and I'll just pass, I think. I wonder if I get jacked here since he's trying to break my city. Well, it doesn't really actually do that much since I got 4. Okay, cool. Yep. I was hoping he blocks the other 8. In this spot, it's a little bit interesting since if I want to mono all that extra wheat, yeah, I don't actually want to block the 8 wheat. But that means that my 8 wheat's going to get blocked. So maybe I shouldn't adjust too much. There's my city. That's good. Got to hold now. Maybe he saves me and jacks for me. Plays an 8 card, jacks for me. Take the ore. Or a wood. Nice. There we go. So he saves me right there from a city. From 7ing out. Okay, well now I can still 7 out. If I roll 7, I still get the city since I robbed from red, and I get the wheat here. So it's not the worst thing in the world, actually. Okay, cool. Now the question is, my 8 wheat is getting blocked a bunch. Is a correct adjustment to this to upgrade this and then do a fat wheat mono on my opponents? Red goes right before me, so they usually spend a lot of their cards, which is a problem. Green goes here. Black's always gonna be starved for wheat. I think the city is this spot, actually. Yeah, since this is getting blocked to death, I'm gonna do this to adjust for my mono. And because, like, the 4 and 6s, they turn into free cards, too. Like, 1 4, or 2 4s, or 2 6s, I can 4-1. So I think this is a little bit better. Although it seems weird, since 4 to 10 is typically better for your ratios. Wood for ore is not the worst thing in the world. Sheep ore, maybe? I'll do this, sheep ore. But maybe am I getting too greedy? The wood for ore doesn't do anything for me. Especially since I want the 4th wood so I can 4-1 it away. This seems like dirty mono. Yeah, I'm gonna let someone else fall for it, actually. It's not mono. Okay. This would be the best bait. If he just says it's not mono, then mono's me anyways. I'm like, oh well, I trusted you. I got wrecked. Yeah, there we go. We're just road settle. There we go. Yep. Okay, cool. You get on the wheat port. Oh, you go 4, 5, 11. That's totally fine with me too. Now he's pretty strong in himself. Cool. Now I've got even more cards. The biggest thing is I need a port is the biggest thing. Yeah, the year plenty is, there's gonna be even more brick on the board since I might be able to actually road settle here. That's like the dream right there. That uses their year plenty. Got it. Okay, got a dodge here. I think this is fine since I think red actually has a wheat here. I gotta continue blocking this, which feels a little bit weird since I want there to be more wheat on the board if possible and blocking 2 people. I think this makes sense. I get a wheat from red, I think. I got the ore instead. Okay. But the biggest thing is I want to prevent red from really popping devs. But if I want to do that, I guess I could go on the Celo 5 ore, but that feels a little too harsh. So there's the city on green. That's good. This makes the 8 wheat spot even stronger of a mono. Let's try to see if I can get something like this. Worst case, I do something like this, but I doubt it. Let's try it though. And if I can't get it, I just pop again, and it's totally fine. Since a second city is obviously really good here. I can also try offering this. Yeah, this I have to take, sure. It is a city. And I think I have to take that over popping. This 4 to 10 city is too good. But this also makes it so I look way stronger, right? Now the illusion, it's like, wow, blue's got 2 cities. But even if I have 2 cities, like the problem is I can't process a lot of the cards. I still face a lot of those problems. And I get plowed too. But 2 cities is 2 cities, right? It's hard to say no to that. I need the 4 to roll, obviously. He pops again. He removes it. There we go. That's good. This is a city for green now. Not the worst trade in the world. It gives him a city, and it puts me over, so I don't like that move that much. Okay, he decides to pop twice instead of the city. Interesting. This is where green starts to do really well. Man, dude, complaining and like, wow, I'm going to rob you all game. It like low-key kind of works, right? Since now green has 2 cities and doing really, really good. Now let's see, red plays a knight card. He probably blocks a 6 sheep here, which is going to be unfortunate. And I wonder if I get jacked here. Okay, 4. I wonder if I get jacked. Okay, cool. The 6. Okay, cool. And then red continues to pop even more. The only thing I can do is pop twice, so let's just do the only move. Okay, pop twice. 2 knights, not the worst thing in the world. I've got to take army back and then also use my mono as strong as possible. Okay, there's a plow that I was expecting. And then I've got to also defend this, I gotta dodge 5s here since I gotta defend this plow. If I get plowed there, then it's really, really bad. Sheep for wood. Maybe I'll do this for 2. This way I can 4 for 1 to secure this spot here. Cool. Oh, but he's trying to plow me, isn't? Okay, no, okay. I thought he's gonna try to plow me. But now this guy can connect also. Kind of afraid of this guy too. The 9 just rolled here. I gotta play a knight card for sure. Who am I most afraid of? And what do I want to mono? Blocking the 8 makes a lot of sense. Since I want to actually aim for the ore mono, since I'm gonna be in the ore port soon. Yeah, I'm not too afraid of black yet. Especially since I can control a lot of his tempo with my own mono. I think it's actually red. But if green takes army, a road, they're at 8 points. But I think I have to go for after red. I'll just do this, and I'll jack from green, I think. Got a wood. I don't really want the wood in hand. I'm just going to rob from red again. That's, it's unfortunate that red's feeling the pain, but they're just holding my army here. And I think black is not doing the worst in the world, though. I mean, he does probably have a VP here, and this puts him at 7, settles for 8, and then can city of 9, settlement. Yeah, they're actually not doing bad either. So it makes sense. Yeah, they're not doing bad. They're not doing bad. Especially once they settle here, they're doing really, really good. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I mean, the 4 is my money roll, so I kind of need it. Also, I'm very afraid of black here. I think that is probably a VP. The bricks rolls, okay. Knight card by red. But maybe he goes after me, because, I stole from him. Okay, steals from black. 9 rolls. I gotta roll first. 7, 8. This is not the right time to play the mono. Actually, let's pop once. VP, that's cool. Let's pop again. Knight card. Let's play a knight card myself. It is black now, for sure. I need to try to break their city if possible. And I think the 5 brick is not a bad thing to do. It denies both of them roads. Is it the 9 sheep ever? It feels awful. There's no good spot to block black, really. I don't want to induce racing, right? Actually, I'm going to just do this. Steal from him here. Get a sheep. Cool. He doesn't have a VP or anything. He had a knight instead. Yeah, he steals from me, I bet. Probably gets something useless. Actually, I mean, if he wants the wheat, he should be taking from green here. Takes from green. Nicely done. Now he settles for... Yeah, he settles here. Cool. And he pops again. Interesting. Got knight. Let's see. I'll just say... Actually, I don't know if I want to say my Ds right now. Yeah, there's no point. But I don't know. I think in that spot, the 5 brick is okay. The reason I blocked it because I thought he might settle here, which turns the 5 brick into a free card. But I think it's more logical for black to settle here. I think another move I like doing is actually on the 9 sheep, preventing red from popping. But ended up not mattering since black has a knight card, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. This makes it so I kind of want to rob from red, since they keep on popping. And they actually have a mono soon, so this is not good. Yeah, this makes us have to rob from red. But green also has a wheat here. But I think I just got to rob from red. Even though it seems like they're doing nothing, they're going to just be a thorn in my side for army. And they're out popping me, which is not good at all. So yeah, it has to be red here, I think. Yes, okay, got the wheat, that's good. Any roll? 2. I'll offer it 3 for 1. And all it does is let me settle. If you want it, if you're interested. Cool, there we go. That's a little bit expensive of a move, but it sets me up for a fat war mono if needed. And also helps green eventually take road. I have no knight. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. So, they're freaking out because I can take army. But I'm freaking out because that means this guy has 3 VPs. But I have no cards anyways, so, do that. Sure, take him under. Cool. So this guy is at 7 now for sure. The deck is super hot. So I gotta dodge 9 or 3 since it allows red to pop. Okay, 8's not the worst thing in the world here. If 3 or 4 rolls, I probably have to mono, I think. It feels so ugly to mono, like a few or only. Okay, cool. So I'm starting to induce a road race. That's ugly. That's really ugly. Oh, he just passes instantly. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, 4 or 3 now. 4 or 3. 4. Let's pop once. Okay, VP. That's good. Let's pop again. Knight card. And this makes it so now there's exactly 4 ore on the board. I can basically just use the mono as defense. Yeah. Since I take army now, I take army. So I should take army at 9 points, and I use the mono to clean it up and make my opponents fear. But I have 2 VPs. This guy clearly has multiple VPs too. He plays a knight card. That means this guy got knights, which is good. That means I should be able to win. Okay, cool. I should take army, and then I city up for the win. Nice. There we go. So red pops now. Yeah, there you go. You draw the last D. I take this. And so this guy has 3 VPs. I've got 2 VPs. And there's probably trashy Ds for the rest of the game. This guy could have a small chance at winning too, since this guy could have a mono. Let's do this. Just keep the status quo. And a jack from green, I think. But yeah, I think black has a hard time winning here. Everyone has a pretty hard time winning, except for green. Even green has a hard time winning. I roll another 7. The sheep is useless to block now, since once the Ds are out, the sheep becomes virtually just dead. I guess this doesn't hurt. I think a jack from green again. Red's doing nothing. I've got army locked. Yeah, let's double jack green here. Take a wheat. That's good. But I've also got to be ready for someone else to wheat mono me, right? I've got to be cautious about that. I think black might have it here. He's thinking about trying to mono, but he doesn't have the wheat for it. And this is why the settlement is a mistake. You should be settling here, and then you can set up for your own mono. But, you know, I mean, they just drew the mono, so I don't know. Okay, try to extend it even more. This is where green plays his mono. Or I guess this is where red plays a mono. Or play the knight. Okay, cool. Both work. Feels for me. Takes my wheat. Ooh, interesting spot. Okay, got to make sure that there's enough cards here. If he takes an ore, it'd be good. Yeah, what he steals matters a lot. Takes my wheat, okay. Ore for these cards. Might do this, actually. Okay, cool. They do 1 for 1. Oh, they just hold. Okay, this is a spot we just mono before, I think. But 5-7 out. Let's mono ore before, I think. I think this is fine. Let's mono before. Oh, shoot, it puts me over. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, cool. I think that's probably playing too fancy in that spot. I think at that spot, you just gotta roll first. I mean, if I took 1 less ore, then it's a perfect play. Because, like, I was really afraid of red dumping all of their ores. I try to play around the mono. But also, this is ranked games. Like, my opponents, they're not that fancy. They're not gonna do, like, dump my all my ores to prevent against the mono, right? So, anyways, all right, cool. There's a very classic orbit sheep position. And honestly, this is like a pretty money setup. I think red also has a money setup too, but the biggest thing with red is they need to get the city earlier and then do all this stuff. Because basically red and I took the opposite approaches. Since red bought a bunch of devs early, I decided to buy 1 dev and then, okay, let's just go for production now, like city. And then I started buying a bunch of Ds. And if you look at the resource stats, I was able to buy nearly just as many devs as red, but add on top of that, I have 2 cities over here. So I think you got to try to buy the city first, typically. That's why, like, you know, I was also really struggling at the very beginning. Like, do I pop here or do I get a city? And ultimately, I decided to pop, but I really wasn't sure since the city on the 4-10 is just so freaking good. It's also good just for me to get the early mono, because even though I didn't use it until very late inside the game, it's more so about the removal and removing the mono away from my opponent, because it's such a powerful card that I don't really have to deal with. So now with this win, it pushes me to rank 473 in the world, so breaking top 500. And it's looking at the win rates, to make it to top 10, you have to have like around a 40% win rate and over a large sample size. So right now I have a 39% win rate, but obviously this can be a lot higher since I'm not playing perfectly and I'm still making, you know, mistakes whenever I play. So you gotta strive for optimal perfect play. But, you know, even if I hover around a 40% win rate, I think it's very, very doable to make it to the top 10 with just a 40% win rate. The biggest thing, I just need to put in enough volume to get there. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.